It's time again for Talking Trade, sponsored by MMAC's World Trade Association and Michael Best Strategies.
Welcome back to Talking Trade. I'm Sandi Siegel, president of MEJ.
And I'm Ken Wasylik, Managing Director of EM Wasylik & Associates, a international business development company. We're very pleased to have Ognadon Djagou on the show. I know, Ognadon, you have an American adopted name, Eddy, so we'll continue with Eddy. It's easier. But Eddy is the founder and president of Djagou-A Export. It's a import-export service company focusing on food and beverage, but you also have a wide variety of spectrum of products doing international trade primarily with Africa and the United States. You have offices in Muscatine, Iowa, and an office in Togo, West Africa. So welcome, Eddy, to Talking Trade.
All right, thank you so much. Thank you, Ken. Thank you, Sandi, for inviting me.
Great. Well, Eddy, Djagou has a great story, how you started the company, 5, 6, 7 years ago. Could you just give us the background? How did it all happen? How did you come here to the US and how did you build your business?
Okay. All right. Thank you, everyone. Thank you for everyone who is listening to us. My name is Eddy, and my last name is Djagou. I'm a founder and the CEO of Djagou-A Export LLC. So we created the company in 2017. So from 17 to now is almost 6 years, and January will be 7 years that we have a business here. The city is Muscatine in Iowa, and then we have other business in Africa, in West Africa, in Togo. So Djagou Export is an international trade company. What we do is we export the U.S. Agricultural product from U.S. to Africa, any country in Africa, but our target is West Africa. So we exporting different kind of product like rice, sugar, milk, crush, tomato paste, different type of food items, special food and beverage. And we trying to support the manufacturer in the US to sell their product overseas. Thank you.
Yeah, so Eddy, how did you start your company? Why did you start the company here?
Yes, good question. Let me just revert back. I came in the US in 2012. And then I came to Illinois State, and then the first time I came there, I found the opportunity because of people traveling like 1 hour to go to different city and buy the good that they need. So my idea is to, how to save the mileage of people driving, a long way to buy the good. That's just my first idea. Business is about solving problem. So my goal is to help the customer, save that mileage. So I moved to Iowa, 45 minutes from Illinois State where I reside. So I opened the store first. We got a grocery store. I opened the grocery store. It's a little shop for diversity people, like people from Chinese, Mexican, or African, or different background people. They come and shop in the store. So after that, I starting by little package to sell overseas. I can, like I came from Africa, so I got a friend in Africa saying, "Oh, do you have a rice in your store? Okay, why not to, just ship one bus to us or two bus to us? We have to cook and see how the American rice look like." So this is how the opportunity, I find a good opportunity that might be a good fit to ship a container, not a small bus or little packet, but to move to big size exporting product. Yeah.
Very interesting. So your focus and expertise is in food and in the beverage retail industry. How do you help with the sourcing and making those connections for a global market? For the global market, can you explain how you work with U.S. exporters and importers in Africa and so forth, and how you make those connections?
Yeah, thank you. Thank you, Sandy, for the question. First, in 2020, I make a trip to Africa myself and visit a different country. I went to like a 5 country like Ghana, Nigeria, Togo, Benin, and I met with people face to face. And then it's kind of studying the market in Africa. That is the thing I did in Djagou-A Export Company. We studied the market by traveling. And the next step I did is I got a good connection with a U.S. commercial service in U.S. here. And also with the U.S. Embassy across the country. So they provide a lot of resources to us that help us connect with a wholesaler in Africa, a distributor in Africa, and a retailer in Africa, and then also with different restaurant and people who looking to buy the U.S. good in U.S. here. So we got a data connection through different outlets, especially with the federal level. And then also the connection that help us is the Midwest Food Export Association. My company is part of that association. So every shipping sample or every trip that you did, they give you back, they reimburse you 50%, 50% of that money you spend. So it's very good, good. It's very good opportunity for us so that we could explore that opportunity. So finally, we keep having that good connection with our customer in Africa so that we could expand more product there.
Yeah, the food export assistance, that's a great program for anyone that's in agricultural products. We have clients that have used that, and that's great that you're using that program to the maximum and using the U.S. Commercial Service. Yeah, very helpful as well. Both Sandy and I know the USCC very well here in Wisconsin and other places, and so it's a great resource. So are there any new markets that you're looking to expand? Is it mainly, focusing on Africa, or there's other markets that you're looking at as well?
Definitely, our focus is in Africa. Let me remind you, Africa is almost like a 50 country. Right now, we're just working with 3 to 5 country. So our goal for the next 5 years is to extend, is to move to another country, is to, have a new relationship in a new country, because there is a lot of opportunity in Africa. A lot of American companies do not have that access right now, but the GDP of Africa is moving, and by the 2015, it is going to be about 3 trillion. So, and the population is very young, and the market right now is very growing in Africa. So we are planning to move it in different countries. Right now we are working with Ghana, Benin, Togo, and Nigeria. But our goal is to move to other countries like Kenya, Tanzania, South Africa, also like Liberia, like Mali, Francophone country, or those kind of a country that they do not have access to U.S. Made food products. So let me remind you, Ken, that right now Chinese company are making a huge advantage on U.S. product in Africa. There is a lot of competition, so I think that will be good that we as African or American company located in the U.S. Trying to find the advantage of that opportunity before it's too late, because Chinese now, every country you go in Africa now, people buy a lot of Chinese. When I made my trip to Africa this year in June, I talked with a couple of people. The good news with American product is they are quality product. You see, people eat Chinese product, people eat other product, but they are not a good quality. So the product that we brought to the market, they say, oh, Eddie, the product you bring to us is very good quality. We like it. So can you bring us more product? I say, yes, we can do that. So many people eating a lot of Chinese product, but not good quality. And, this is an opportunity for my company to bring something new to the market, and especially with our branding product that we are promoting. I think by God's grace, we will make it happen. Yeah.
Fascinating, and certainly no better way to support a growing economy, than through business and investing in their various services and food especially. So very interesting work. So as you're looking to expand in other areas in Africa and so forth, lessons learned on your first adventure and launching this as you came here to the US?
Yeah, it's kind of a big story. I always tell people that my first time that I reach out to, I came in US here is a blessing. First, I win the lottery visa, some program that the government have in place. They bring almost 15,000 people in US every year. It's a diversity, a lottery visa. So I won that lottery and then I came in US. So my first challenge that I face is the English, the language. You know that my country, Togo, is a French country. So I got my bachelor degree in Togo, but all I did is French. So my first time I came in US, I got a little difficult to understand the English, especially the American English. I know British English is kind of a little better, but American English is kind of, the pronunciation, the sound, and those kind of things kind of hard. So I take 1 year to, understand the system, go through different classes and then make myself better before move forward with any particular goal that I have.
Fascinating. Well,
Yeah.
your English is definitely better than my French. So, well, good luck on
Mine
your
too, Eddy.
expansion.
Mine too.
Yes.
Yeah.
So,
A pleasure. I
Eddy,
think,
thank you so
yeah.
much for joining us. Really interesting work that you're doing, and good luck on expanding and helping additional countries and businesses. So thank you for joining us on Talking Trade.
You've been listening to Talking Trade, sponsored by MMAC's World Trade Association and Michael Best Strategies.